That takes us to the close of the inaugural. Sorry for being delayed on the rest of the sessions, but we'll start right away. Leena, would you like to start the next session?
The local enforcement authorities on all complaints related to IPR issues.
So one more question on the issues around censorship, in particular on the threats of violence to filmmakers, recent incidents of sets being set on fire, and so on and so forth. You responded to that question in the morning, so when it was raised in the opening session, you responded to that by alluding to the law of the land, saying that there are self-appointed guardians of morality, but there is the law of the land, and you
instantaneously by saying something. I mean, this was not just theory. The last political campaign, the major role of the news media was to amplify news from one individual. So everyone is a content company. I think that's the first thing. That leads into a second observation, which is platforms which take advantage of connectedness across consumers typically enjoy these winner-take-all dynamics or exponential growth rates, which will always outpace traditional growth in content industries. And the third is this blurring of industry boundaries, which I think many people have referred to, where what we call content and distribution and platforms or hardware and software, I mean, it's essentially now one game. We're basically all playing in the same space. I mean, what struck me over the last 10 days, I was just reading news feeds, is the extent to which Twitter, Apple.
Mithil Saab, I hope it's not unfair to you and to your colleagues in all the government departments. It's just a comment which Ficci and all of us sitting here should address. Fringe elements is always spoken about. They will continue. Jallikattu was the largest fringe element in Tamil Nadu. 70% of the people who went for the protest have never seen a Jallikattu in their life in Tamil Nadu. So now Maharashtra is reworking the bullock cart. Now you'll ask me, what's the relevance to my question? If this happens in the media and the entertainment field, I think we are asking for a larger political resolution to what can happen in the next 5 to 10 years. That's just my thing. I want to leave my thoughts with you, because majoritarianism of the Jallikattu got the central government to respond within a couple of days.
Right. We just have time for one more question. Yes, over there.
Yeah,
short questions, so we have to wrap up. We are running behind time.
Question. Okay, Siddharth, I would like to know, because you mentioned about creative people have started self-censoring themselves. Now tell me, you are part of Disney, and what happens when Disney, is working on a film project? Are you not, Disney also doesn't go through a process of self-censoring in order to ensure that it gets certain kind of rating, from the rating agencies? Is it not the fact that you also modify your content in order to get it passed from certain rating agencies, whether in UK or in US? This is a question.
Got it. Yeah, so I got the question. I'm actually not at Disney anymore, so I've turned independent producer, but I will answer your question. You are absolutely right when you say that a company like Disney would do a certain amount of self-censorship, because the Disney brand stands for certain values that they would like to depict in their movies. Versus another studio which is sort of content agnostic, which doesn't only make family-friendly movies, but would make movies that maybe cater to a youth audience, where they want to be slightly edgier, etc. I'm very heartened that the Secretary actually has clarified that we as an industry should not be looking at self-censorship, and that's something we would not like to be doing. But I think we're all responding to the current environment that exists, where unfortunately there are certain fringe elements, and as the Secretary rightly put it, you're not going to be able to apprehend in advance what they might or might not do and how their reaction might be. What I think as an industry we are looking for is, when these events do occur, a very strong statement from the central as well as the state government, wherever this has occurred, very strongly condemning this act, because if someone is, for example, slapped on the set of his film or a set is destroyed, what I think we would like is the signals to be sent out that this is completely unacceptable, though obviously we know it is, but it bears repeating, because if that doesn't happen in a very, in a very timely manner, then you run the risk of emboldening these fringe elements by them believing that the content is being tacitly condoned. So I think it is very important for a very strong statement to go out from whoever the authority is at that point of time, that this will not be accepted and strict action will be taken.
Right, thank you very much. On that note, sir, we have to wrap it up. We are really behind time. We can catch
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.